The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Money Masters. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, you got the Dow down 47, Nasdaq's off 26, S&Ps are off 2. You got gold up $1.60 at 11.16. Silver's up 7 cents at 14.58. Copper's flat at 2.33. Light sweet crude has a bid underneath it, up $1.60 at 46.70. You got the bond market. The 10 is up 5 ticks, 128.28. 30's up 28. King dollar just can't handle higher price, folks. Down 320 once again. Now, let's get over to the market ASAP. This is pretty intense, folks. And what it is this. Let me show you something here for a second. And you can see it yesterday. What was happening yesterday is that inside the NDX 100, all right, and this is where the aspect of the weighting structure comes inside ETFs. And inside the ETF, the NDX 100, of course, is that Apple is the biggest weighting structure, has been forever. Bottom line is that even as we were doing that dead cat bounce yesterday, Apple couldn't hold price. So intraday yesterday, you had two nice sell downs. Market came back. Okay, the bottom line is that this market should be bouncing right now. It has every reason to bounce. Bottom line, I don't think we're going to get it. And that is just telling me just how weak and how sick this market actually is. Now, the culprit today is going to be Apple. Apple's down at $2.07. We've already done 15 million shares. Well, guess what? It's already got into its swing point where we did 73 million. Apple's going to do more than 73 million. Apple's going to take this baby south. But it's just not Apple, because what happens is that Apple suppliers, the biggest lag that's out here, you got AFCO, which is down 372. Bottom line, that baby is going south. That's one of the suppliers. And then you have NXPI. NXPI right now is down 250. That is pushing into lower price. Now, you turn around, you take that, and we put the IBB up. Now, the IBB inside the NASDAQ composite is a very large weighting structure. The IBB can't get out of its own way. The IBB had already got taken to the cleaners in an extraordinary way. And what ends up happening with the IBB, we're going sideways right now, down about $1.90. You start putting that together, and what you can expect is that each and every one of these downdrafts that you see, it's going to be fast, furious, and all of the above. We go over to let's go over and we take a look at there she is. Okay, so inside the NDX 100 right now, the strength versus the weakness goes like this. Your strength is VRSK. That's up 342. You get Charter up 390. You got Marriott Corporation up 124, and we got eBay up 43. Taken away from it, Illumina. Illumina is getting smoked. That's down $13. You got Seagate down 152, and then Avco and NXPI. We go over and we just take a look at the Qs in general. Okay, so this is what you're looking at. It looks to me that we are basically setting up a very large ABC structure on the way down. Now, there's no doubt that it's hard to do something this quick, meaning that we just went from 108.72 in the Qs down to 98. So you went down 10 points coming off of the 17th. You bounced yesterday. It's like, oh, are you kidding me? It's only a one-day bounce. Well, guess what? I've seen it. And what happens is that when you get correlations that can't bounce at all, that is telling you just how weak this market is. So right now, we've done 11 million shares. We'll see how this intraday right now, what you have is that we have a high volume swing low as soon as I just started the show at 10 o'clock. So that low of the Qs today I suspect, going to get tested. And, we'll see that before I get off the air, I suspect. You got a little bounce in it, just so I can give you this correlation here. Watch this correlation. This is pretty cool. So on the way down, we just did 2.5 million shares. We need like another 7 minutes on this bar, but bottom line is that right now you're only at 600,000 shares. That's telling me we're going to be right back downtown. Inside the Dow Industrials. Now, what was really wild is that the Dow itself, they sold that down pretty quick. Right now, it's only down 37 bucks. It was down 100. And the culprit, this is how this goes. The culprit's Apple again. Apple's down 232. That's in the Dow. Intel's number 2, down 38. Travelers is down 101, and Cisco is down 7. The leader inside the Dow Industrials is Chevron. That's up 53 cents. Coke is up 24. Goldman Sachs is up $1.20, and Visa is up 36. Bottom line is that you're going to see pressure on the way down, and as I said in the den a few minutes ago, these downdrafts are going to seem that they come out of nowhere, folks. That is always a very dangerous market when you get downdrafts that just come, you can be a bear, you can be a bull, but even when you're a bear and you see downdrafts that is fast and furious, that is folks getting out beyond belief. I'm just saying, let me out right now. I don't care what the price is. They're throwing everything at the market to get out. And that's why I expect you're going to continue to see. If we go over to this, the IBB, if they ever get this IBB going on the way down, it's not there yet, okay? You're only down $3. $3 is nothing. But it looks to me like it's setting up to get, we're at 300. It looks like it's setting up to get into this 289. See, the 289, from how we gapped up yesterday, is wide open to basically get hit. And all it's going to take is a few more sells in order to do that. Now, let's go over to the gold market. We take a look at the gold market. What do we have with gold? Gold market out here came down. You had lighter volume. We came down yesterday. We did 156,000 contracts. You're going against 178. The equities, if we take a look at Anico Eagle, AEM, it started pushing with volume yesterday. We're pushing into the swing point today. We've already done with the 490,000. Let me see, 6. Well, it's going to need more volume. Interesting. Okay, so we've pushed into it right now, but we are going to need more volume. Let me see what we have here. Yeah, this volatility is going to continue. Oh, what a trip this is. Okay, so we're pulling back into the expansion of yesterday with, let's see, we got, okay, 6 minutes into it. Yeah, we're pulling back with lot less volume. Okay, so we're pulling back with 71,000 shares versus 233,000. We do want to see them catch a bid, though. That's how this thing is set up right now. We get over and we take a look at the bond market, TYZ. What we have with bonds out here. The bonds have, it's interesting, man. Bonds want to test this high, and you do have the juice. So 129.10 is the number. We've hit 129.01. That just pulled back. We're gonna hit it. This is the way this market, the volatility will continue in this market, but the way this market is still trading out here, this baby still wants to hit it. Let's see what's putting some juice underneath the NDX. The NDX the NDX right now is definitely, let's see, NQZ5, and this is where it gets so interesting because then you can fire away. Watch this. We're only down 3 right now. So inside the NDX, that low of today, which is 4121, has juice. You're just coming right back up to ICE. So if you are trading intraday, you'd be firing away at 4166, and you're at 4150 right now. Let's go to the IWM. We look at the small caps out here, and small caps, they're doing a dead cat bounce also. Small caps are up 10 cents. You're at 109.30. You're going into 56 million shares, and more than likely, what you do have with the small caps, more than likely, the small caps are the first ones to bust the August 24th low. And what I expect you're going to see is that is a heads up that that's where we're going, number one. And number two, we'll see what kind of juice we get when we're down there. We go over and we take a look at the oil market, CLX 5, what we have with oil right now. Look at that. Oil, bottom line is that this is still not enough on oil, man. So you get 176,000 contracts, but you're going into way too many contracts. We're going into 412. That's 47.15. That's going to get intriguing, too, because between a hurricane coming in on the East Coast of the United States and what's happening in the Middle East, bottom line is that it's pretty amazing that it actually still can't catch a bid. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. We have American Express off 2. You got ExxonMobil up 11. Oxy's up 30. Honeywell is up 16. IBM is down 138. Pretty amazing. IBM, they just can't catch a bid. You have 3M down 6. Merck is off 33. Walmart is down 30, and Walmart is laying off people in their main headquarters. Walmart is still struggling for price. Bottom line, the price is just not there. Overseas, what do we have overseas? You have the FTSE right now up 0.3%. DAX is down 1 3/10, and we'll go through that DAX when we come back. The DAX is pounding on that August 24th level with some juice. This is Tom O'Brien, it's TFNN. You stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
You know what's cool? taking something that's good for you, something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, the world of the markets, folks, okay, you got a sick market here, and it can't afford the drugs. That's the bottom line. I'll tell you, man, it's just a trip watching this thing shake out. So let's go over to the NQs for a second, and we take a look at it. And the NQs are this is where the weighting structure, as I said a little bit earlier, comes into play in a big way. So the volatility's here. We got a high volume spike down at the 4121. We just did a nice counter trend bounce up to 6-1. That's 40 handles, which is like insane. Okay. Bottom line is that now what you're going to see is that you're going to go after the bottom of this again. Now, if we break out that bottom, which the way this market is trading right now, so early in the morning, my take is that we're going to break it out. The reason, folks, is this. So watch what happens. On a normal market that you've come down this dramatically, right? You got window dress and you get the end of the a dead cat bounce is normal, right? When you can't get a dead cat bounce going, what happens is that immediately it's a heads up for everyone. And then what ends up happening? Well, then the sell starts again. Because it's the comfort level, and this is the whole deal with, trends in general. It's the comfort level as to where do you want to be? You want to be on the long side? You want to be on the short side? Where do you want to be? Now, inside that context, inside the NDX, now I'm not talking about the S&P as much, but inside the NDX, it's more comfortable. The reason it's more comfortable is that Apple has been showing its cards for a long period of time. Now what you have is that Apple is breaking out lows. In fact, as we're on right now, you're going to see Apple doing a nice ABC structure on the way down. It only needs 7 more pennies to break this baby down. And let's see. And we got enough time to do it. Yeah, we definitely have enough time to do it. You get 3 more minutes. So 107.70, it's teetering right at that level, Now, most of the times, we've been teetering at that level for 40 minutes. So just watch how this shakes out. When you are pushing lows intraday like this, right, most of the time what you're going to see is this. If we get down to the 70, which I expect we're going to get, then you're going to see what? You're going to see an operator come in the equity, boom, and hit that equity big time. You'll see it go from 70 down to 107.20 at about a heartbeat. That is the type of juice that pushes markets around, So it's going to be intriguing watching this whole thing shake out. On the IBB, that's still holding up. That baby is still holding up. A couple of the Apple suppliers, as I said a little bit earlier, though, they're helping going along, getting that into lower price. And AFCO Technologies right now, it held the first time, coming down, but there's a seller in it. You can see the first sell in AFCO this morning was 311,000 shares. That's a big number, folks. There's no doubt about it. We go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. Right now, you get Facebook down 65. You get Twitter off 149. Micron Tech is off 34. What happened with Dunkin' Donuts? all you folks up north are not going to Dunkin' Donuts. That's a sacrilege. Let's see what's happening here. Man, this thing just blew out. What's going on here? This is pretty wild. Yeah, we're not eating donuts, I guess. Okay, Dunkin' Brands falls after profit forecast trails estimates. Dunkin' Donuts faces increased competition for consumers. Breakfast dollars suffers its worst stock decline since going public in 2011. Earnings this year are going to be $1.87 to $1.91, excluding some items. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is a monster ABC down. Pull this back a bit. Oh, look what's sticking out. You get a high volume low sticking out at $41. We're at 43 right now, off the high of 56. We get a monster ABC down. Your 8 point. Let me put this on a longer basis. Put this on a weekly. Yeah, you have two separate high volume swing lows. So check this out. July of 2014. That's where it wants to go. Yep. That's $40.50. That's how that's set up. You don't hold $40.50, you're going to be down to $31. So no doubt that has some juice on the way down. Right now, Dow Industrials down 21. NASDAQ is off 13. S&Ps are actually up 250. And you got that bounce happening once again. So this, you talk about some nice trading setups, folks. Okay, so the range, we get the range is set out here, no doubt. Range is set up. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. Dow Industrials are down 26. NASDAQ is off 13. S&Ps are up 250. We're going to be right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is down 60, Nasdaq's off 22, S&Ps are off $1.50. And folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform yet, great time to do it. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You can see the banner on the top, on the side. You can bring the platform up. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can start getting used to how these contracts trade. Now, if you're looking at my screen, I'm going to show you what I just did here. These are live. This is a live deal here. Okay, so inside this platform, and don't do this with real money first until you get used to this platform, number one. So what ends up happening, you have all these different contracts, okay? And what has happened, because the volatility has been so high, is that, you know, you can trade binaries, but what has happened is that you can trade the spreads, and actually, to me, you get a better deal as long as you have fast fingers and you're looking at this on a smaller time basis and get the same type of leverage inside of that. So what I had done is that let me show you what this time, because I'm going to close half of these. I'll show you how I trade these things. Okay, so what happens is this. We take a look at the NQs. What the NQs had done is this. The NQs came up to where the test was just taking place, right? That was the top of the range there. The NQs got to 4155. Now, at 4155, folks, what I was looking at, I'm saying to myself, okay, 4155. When you take a look at these indices, the spreads, okay, there was a spread out there. It was a 10-point spread. Now, the spread was, I was out of the money. It was 35 to 45. But what happens is that this is until noon. So what ends up happening, number one, you have until noon to get it. Now, the plan is not to stay into that the whole way. In fact, as I'm talking, this just went from 200 to 95, meaning profit, okay? Bottom line is that what you do when you get in a spread like this is that as soon as it comes in the money, okay, you take half of it off. You can take half of it off, because what I just did there, I risk $180 to make 1,000. That's how that shakes out. So, well, 180 to make, 820, okay? And you can't expect to make the 820 on something like this, because it doesn't make sense to stay into the end of the spread also. What you do is that you take off half of it, then you can stay in, because you already have your money back. So the key is always getting your money back ASAP. Now, in this particular case, because the volatility is so large, you have those shots, okay? So just between where I started talking and where I am right now, this has a $195 profit down to a $40 profit, okay? Now we're at a 125. Bottom line, you can see the correlation there. The correlation is you absolutely have to take half of your money off, okay? And that's how you do it. And as we're doing this, I'm going to do it. So I sold it. I got to buy it. Okay, so watch this. Watch this. Now I'm going to have a free trade here, because I'm going to take 5. And let me just look at this for 1 second. I'm going to give it 1 more second. I'm going to let it get down there. And even though I think it's going to go all the way down, the key inside of these is to just turn around and have your money management in place. There she is right there. So I get 5. I'm going to place the order. And, whoops, sorry. Rejected. Okay, 1 second. What did I just do? 1 second. Hold on. Give me this. 5. I sold. My God. 1 second. Yeah, I got to buy it. 1 second. Okay, let's 5. Give me 1 more second. Let's go to Lou in Nashville. Hey, Lou, what's going on?
Hey, not much.
What are we going to look at today?
Shorting the S&P. When would be a good time to do that?
You can do it right now. I'd go short the here. Well, let me here 1 second. I got to put this on here. No, I'll leave that on there for a second. Okay, what I would do now when you short the S&P, do you use the SPY?
I use the ETF SXPS.
Okay, so that is the direction 300% correlation.
That's right.
Let me just see this thing. Okay, so yeah, you're in good shape. You can fire away right here.
I'll do it.
Okay, man.
Thank you.
Have a great one. Have a safe one.
You too. Bye.
You're going to see more pressure, folks, as this market comes along here today. Let's go back to that Nadex trade for a second. Okay, so bottom line is that we'll see the fluctuations go back and forth. But when this baby gets up to the aspect of, I'm at 41.47 right now. And see, what you're seeing is this. It's the 35 to 45 level that I have. And what is happening is that we're not even at that level yet. We're still out of the money with 41.47. So what you're doing there, and this is important to understand, is that the premiums, even though you're out, will stay in as long as you're not staying in there a longer period of time. So that's crucial, watching how that thing shakes out. Now, if we go back over to Apple for a second, we look at Apple. There she goes. So Apple, this is crazy. So we were talking about Apple, trying to break this thing going down to 107.20. It goes down to 107.44. It held, though. It turned around, comes back topside, and held the price. But what we did get is that we got juice on the move. So what happens is that when you get juice on the move, the bottom line is that it's going to come right back downtown once again. And you're going to expect this, and we're going to see this quite a bit as we go through the day today. Now, each and every time that this market tries to bounce and that it can't get any juice inside it, what does end up happening there? You can't get juice inside it. The selling keeps intensifying as the day wears on, because what does happen inside a market like this is that each and every time you bounce, if it can't hold the bounce, your next leg down, what you're going to be looking for, if the volume contracts, then yeah, you're going to bounce right back topside. If the volume picks up a bit, that is saying that you are building cause for lower price. And thus far, the highest swings that we have are all downtown. If we look at the Qs, 100.71 has the juice on the way down. We hit that with 2.5 million shares. As we went topside the first 10 minutes, it was 1.3. Second 10 minutes, 830,000. Next one, 800,000. And now we're on the next one coming in. You're just starting this one. But it's pretty cool. You can see the power. When you're looking for power, it's losing its power each and every time that it tries to get higher. It hasn't tested the lower end of that yet. And when you don't test the lower end of that yet, it's pretty cool, because that test will come in. The correlations go on both sides. It just doesn't go on one side. We go look at Rheingold Resources inside the gold market. Rheingold right now, it gapped higher. It's trading 59.77. The swing point is 60.95, and it does have the volume. Rheingold has done 367,000 shares right now. It's going into 1.3. We look at the XAU, the HUI. XAU hasn't held price. We got to a price point of 47.36. Right now, you're at 46, and it's right before the swing. The cool thing here with the silver and the gold market is that they've hung right before the swing point. Okay, so now NQZ5. So the NASDAQ just did overtake that baby. Let's see what she has behind it. We're at 55. No, she hasn't taken it over yet. The swing there is 415. 417, I believe. Yeah, 4161. We're at 415 right now, and you're 3 minutes into it. It's going to fail once again. This is going to be really wild watching this whole thing shake out. Some of the Dow stocks out here, this is what we have. You have American Express down 11. You got Honeywell off 11. Merck is down 19. You get DuPont off 5. Oxy's up 19. Procter & Gamble's down 7. You get Hewlett Packard off 35. Let's go over and take a look at Big Blue, IBM. So IBM, look at this. IBM is down 166. Trading 143.30. That level, 143.30, with 800,000. IBM's going to break out these lows. This is going to be really wild. Now, this is a big heads up. This is why. The last low in IBM, 4.7 million shares, 141.15, and we're down 169. But we are coming down with some juice. In fact, IBM looks like it's going to make another leg down right now. So that in itself is going to be a big number for the Dow Industrials. And look at the volatility, man. Volatility is so freaking cool, man. It's unbelievable. And this is, so watch what's happening here. This deal about coming out of nowhere, selling down, you know, as one of the Tigers are saying, market's trying to bounce. And it is, man. It's trying to bounce beyond belief. And every time it gets up there, man, someone is unloading on this market, man. I'm telling you. Just keep your eye on this thing, because this is dangerous, man. When I say dangerous, I'm talking about a market can be down 300 and 350 bucks in a heartbeat. I've sat in this seat. You know, I've had this seat for so long, it's a mind blower. And, you know, all different markets have, you know, you've been in. And it's just, you know, this is not even a technical deal, folks, okay? What this is just one of these deals that when you see that kind of selling, man, it's like, my God, this is like crazy, man. And it is. That's the type of market we're in right now. You know, that's it's almost a market that is not out of control, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close, folks. Okay, and the S&Ps, yeah, the S&Ps right now are going to go for the S&Ps, by the way. Okay, you know. Yeah, you see, we get the high volume low in the S&Ps too. Until that high volume low gets tested, the higher probability is that, you know, you're going to get the lower price first before you get into higher price. And that being said, even with that market, there's no doubt that this market is trying to break topside. And each and every time it gets up to those levels, someone keeps hitting it, man. And that someone, you know, is not me and you. That someone is a very large operator in the marketplace that is either getting out of positions, wanting out of positions before this weekend comes, and that's, you know, that's the juice. Inside the Dow, let's see, is the Apple still a culprit? You know, Dow's down 75. Apple's the culprit. That's down 261. You get Intel down 44. Cisco is down 18, and Travels is off 132. More than likely, this is going to be pretty crazy. Is that it's going to be Apple that. Yeah, Apple's going to be the one that takes this thing. You know, it got under its lows, that 107.92. You're at 81 right now. And bottom line is that Apple is going to be the culprit that continues to just press on those lows, and that press on those lows, I expect, with some juice. Inside the commodity markets out here, this is what we have inside the commodity markets. You have sugar. Oh, yeah, sugar, man. Sugar's on a tear. I got to start trading sugar again. I haven't traded sugar in about 7 or 8 years. And sugar, folks, it's $1,000 a penny, I think. That's what it was before, right? Yeah, it's $1,120 a penny. And sugar right now is on a tear. You know, I wouldn't be buying it right here. Let me just pull this up, because we just went from. You'd wait for the first retracement. We just went from $11.54 a pound up to $13.10. But she has real juice. She's coming off that real juice. That says you can go to $13.98. It'd be really sweet to see it pull back to $12.35 inside the sugar market. Some of the other commodities out here, You got natural gas. This is real. That's down $1.30. I mean, $0.015. Natural gas. You know, it was amazing too. Is that you know, that was an ABC down. You know, you could see that ABC down when it broke, and it was a 250 area. So it's going to be interesting because there's 245 right now. And okay, you got wheat. Wheat's up 7 pennies at 5.20. You got corn up 1%. Cattle's down. Cattle's up 0.2%. Crude oil's up 3.5%. You got gasoline up 3.5. Nickel's up 5.2. Lean hogs are off 3%. And man, Jay's telling me we did get a pop on that gas off the lows. If we go take a look at Valley for one of the tigers in the den, I wouldn't buy it. Yeah, it's getting back inside the range. It's 430, but you know what? I wouldn't buy it. What you need with Valley, V-A-L-E, is that you need wide price spread, accelerated volume. I would wait for it to, yeah, watch this. There's a larger issue for a trading range inside it. What it would be is that, you know, the lows of 2008, 856. It breaks down underneath that, and you know, it's like you're in a different range, and it's like, oh, do you really want to wait for 856 to get into it? Well, I know that's a long way up. That's a double, but you know, I would definitely wait for at least another expansion with price, with volume, before you think about getting into it. Dow right now is down 68. Nasdaq's off 16. S&Ps are flat. Market can't handle it, folks. Market can't handle buying. We're going to be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped, and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. Just blink your eye, folks, and there she goes. Dow's down 108, Nasdaq's down 29, S&Ps are down 5.5. The S&Ps, that's quite a hit in the S&Ps, man. Apple, on the NDX 100, Apple's the culprit here. This is like pretty sick. So if we go over to Apple, what you're going to see, bottom line, she's at, she hit the 109.22, and we were just talking about how what happens is these wide price spreads, folks, when they break, it's just like, they support, and then when it's gone, it's gone. And when it goes pretty quick, okay? That's just kind of how markets move. Let's go over to the S&Ps for a second, because someone hit the S&Ps. And it's always hard to find out, okay, you get 500 stocks, what actually got hit. But what we are going to have right now is that we're going to have that low get tested, that high volume swing low. So the high volume swing low is 1898. You're 5 points away from it, 4 points away from it right now. That's going to go after it. That's going to test it. Go back over to the NQs for a second. We'll set that baby up. She's coming in for a test also. Now let's see what we have. So you get 5 minutes into it. We're at 4.0, and thus far, you got 5,500 contracts, and you're going into 20,000. So thus far, it's going to need a lot more juice to bust that baby out. That's how this thing is set up right now. Because it works the exact same way downtown as uptown. Now I expect, and if it doesn't bust it out, it'll get down there, it'll build some more cars. As it building more cars, that's when you'll basically see this thing get taken apart. This market looks to me like it's going to get taken apart out here today, folks, okay? Because we've tested highs 4 separate times, can't handle it. You're testing the lows right now, and it will depend on what type of a bounce you get out of these lows. That's how this whole thing is shaken out at this particular point. Now, don't forget, you stay right there. We got a lot of great programming coming up for you. Our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, is going to be coming up next. That's good. Then Darryl Martin, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. We'll be back with you this afternoon. Volume-wise out here, this is what we have happening. The volatility you expect will continue. Volume, you get 253 million, folks, on the NYSE. You get 584 million on the NASDAQ. So what you do have is that this NASDAQ is pushing, and you are pushing down with some juice. We do take a look at the 3Qs. 3Qs thus far has done 15 million shares, and she's pushing into 50. So let's see, 6, 15. Yeah, that's got some juice, man. We take a look at the SPYs. SPYs thus far have 38 million, and intraday out here, SPYs are going to need a little more juice also as they get down into that swing low. But you can see price is not holding right now. As soon as price doesn't hold, you know, there's two different things that are game out here today. The larger game, folks, is pretty sick. The larger game is going right back to the 29th, where we gapped up from yesterday. You know, that baby is game when you're talking about you got 11 o'clock in the morning, and your top line is already off. Particularly, you know, the S&P, something just hit this S&P. Let me see what, and that is, I see, ExxonMobil. You got it. Okay, so this is what you have. You got Exxon, you got Chevron, I bet. Yep, that's what's going on here. Yep. They both gave it up in spades again. That's what you have happening. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You should stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman's going to be coming up next. Dow Industrials are down 110. Nasdaq's off 29. S&Ps are off 5.5. Have a great one. Have a safe one, folks. Look forward to speaking right back here this afternoon.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.